This is an interesting case because even though it happened, the death of this police officer I'm going to talk about happened back in 1972, it's still a current event in the sense the case is unsolved and it relates to, you know, some of the corruption issues we've been talking about right now, either the war on the police by certain ideologues and FBI malfeasance or incompetence. So Phillip Cardillo was a New York City Police Department officer. He and his partner received an officer in distress call back in April of 1972. And it was at a Nation of Islam building, specifically Nation of Islam Mosque number 7 in Harlem. You know, Louis Farrakhan of the Nation of Islam, he had an office there. So they go rushing in thinking there's an officer in distress, and they're essentially met by a group of men, both on the floor they entered, and Navarro, Cardillo's partner, ran up the stairs, and he was met by 10 more men up the stairs, and he was pushed back. Other officers arrived, and a battle ensued. And Cardillo died several days later from the injuries he sustained from the altercations. So it's a murder investigation. Now, the information we have, and this has all been uncovered thanks to the diligent investigative reporting of Judicial Watch investigative reporter, senior investigative reporter Micah Morrison. Mike has been following this story for years. As you might imagine, the rank and file of the New York City Police Department are very interested in getting this case solved because I think it's the only unsolved police murder in New York. It looks like, based on our information, the FBI may have had an informant in the mosque, and we think maybe that the FBI informant or someone associated with the FBI made that fake distress call that caused the officers to arrive at the mosque, the Nation of Islam Mosque. So we've sued both the NYPD and the Justice Department for records about this. We want their, we obviously want, we have a broad request for a lot of the records. We want the audio of the call. And the response is, well, it's an open investigation. Well, based on our information, it really isn't an open investigation. It was supposedly reopened in 2006, but we have information that makes us believe it's not, nothing's happening on it. So there's this, we just want more of the information out there. And it's about a police murder. It's about the Nation of Islam and radicals there. And, you know, the FBI's involvement potentially in that tragic situation that led to the death of Officer Cardillo. And it's big news up in New York. I know the Daily News, New York Daily News had a story on it. The New York Post has covered it. But it's one of those cases that no one else would really pursue but Judicial Watch. So we have these major big cases on Hillary Clinton, on Donald Trump, on Barack Obama. But we also have these cases that are maybe smaller, but in many ways no less important, where we're trying to get justice and trying to get information to educate the public about the murder of a cop.